my first pit stop of my Houston trip. There's several reasons why I came to Houston, and one of them is to get my driver's license renewed. I used the license in Canada, to rent out any car and go out on trips with Mauni and Adwait. So I had to come back here to get it renewed, and that is also one form of my identity, right? So let's see how long it takes for me to get my license renewal process completed today. Renewal process successfully done. It took me about an hour to get the entire process done. It's a bit weird because when I came here to renew my license last time, I came about 2 months before my license was about to expire, and I was told I came a little bit too soon, and that's why I had to make another trip to Houston to do this renewal process. And today I actually asked the staff person about what is the earliest someone can come to the office to get their license renewed. And she said it's going to be case by case. So I had to come back after my license was expired. And anyway, successfully renewed. And first task in my Houston trip is done. The next task is to go to my client office to wrap up a project. So yeah, let's go downtown. My most favorite place to sit and have my lunch, and the view of downtown. I absolutely forgot how hot Houston is, and this is not even the beginning of it. So I came down for a little lunch break, and I wanted to tell you guys the story of my manager over here at the client office. You know how you meet certain people and they do things in your life that make a huge difference and huge impact on your life, and this is one person, my manager here. I was working for this project for this client for about 1.5 years now. As you know, Mauni is in Canada and I was in the US when this project started, and the requirement was for me to be in person in the office. So I was initially very anxious, and because until then I was working completely remote and it would be my first time going in person to an office. But yeah, fast forward to 1.5 years later, after now, everything worked out smoothly. But the story I wanted to share was 4 or 5 months after the project had started, Mauni and I realized that we were expecting, and I had requested Dale to allow me to work remotely from Canada, and without hesitating, without thinking for another second, he immediately said, family is first, go ahead and stay with family and take care of your wife and your baby that is going to be born soon. A life after that approval that Dale had given, and everything after that, all the memories and happiness that we had after that, I guess the credit goes to him, because if he had not given me the approval, it would have been such a difficult time for both me and Mauni, doing this long distance. She was pregnant, and imagine being far away while your wife is pregnant and not being able to help, right? So I got super lucky, and Dale has a Canada connection, so that's why I had bought him the Timbits from the famous Tim Hortons from Canada, and he absolutely enjoys it because in Texas they're literally one location or store out here. It was a beautiful moment, a small token of appreciation or love that me and Mauni wanted to give back to him. So that's the story of this project, this client. One of the many reasons I came to Houston is also to eat my most favorite food from my favorite restaurant. So today is not Friday, but it's a small trip to Houston, so I ordered from this place again. It's the most awaited time of my trip. It's Vijayawada chicken biryani and chicken dynamite. If in case you guys ever want to order when you guys are in Houston. So good. It's literally a maze going into this building. Alright, so it's day 2 of my stay here in Houston, and today is the day I'm going to be wrapping up my project with the client, to give back my stuff and say my final goodbyes to my friend, the manager at this client's location. And let's see how my day goes. How can I come to Houston and not enjoy the food? So today for lunch, I'm going to my another favorite, Chick-fil-A. It's been so long since I last had Chick-fil-A, so people who know how good Chick-fil-A is and their fries will understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah, let's go grab some food and enjoy today's lunch. Day 2. Alright, so before I go for lunch, I need to actually go deposit some money into my bank account. If you saw the last video, Nanama, when they came to visit, they actually gave a little cash gift. You know how in Indialo, when your grandparents, they come to visit you, they give you a little pocket, or when you go to visit them, they give you a little pocket money. So yeah, they gave a little pocket money for Advait. So I'm gonna deposit that cash into the bank account, and I'll show you where I'm going. Sunny afternoon. Next task on my things to do in Houston is to get a haircut. As you can see, I really need to get a haircut, and it's very expensive. It's very expensive to get a haircut in Canada. I'm not kidding. So yeah, let's go get a haircut. This was a place that one of my friends suggested, and let's see if they do a good job on my hair. I like it. It's pretty decent. It's kind of a summer cut. If I showed my mom this, she would say I can get it even more shorter, but I like it. He's a nice guy, Azad. I got my haircut from Azad. If in case anyone's ever here, it's Hair Fashion Salon, and the name of the barber that I went for is Azad. Alright, the next task is to get my cycle back to my uncle's place from one of my friends who's keeping it for me. Here is the famous bike that I was talking about. I have a lot of memories with this cycle. Some tension, but na cycle padto ledo, but bane pattindi in my uncle's car. While watching this pretty sunset, there are a few things that came to my mind and I wanted to share with you guys. The first thing, sunsets remind me of my initial conversations with Mauni, and we used to send these Instagram posts and reels on to each other, and that's how our conversations initially started, because both of us love sunsets, and Houston especially. When I used to video call her in the initial days before the wedding, I used to show her the sunsets on video call and send her snaps. So sunsets have a very special place in both our hearts. So on this short trip to Houston, it's so nice to see the sunset, and it reminds me of all those beautiful conversations that I had with Mauni. Okay, the second thing is how much I'm missing Mauni and my baby boy Advait. It's so difficult. Every second I can only picture both of them in my head, in front of my eyes, and Advait's cute little expressions and smiles, and all the fun things that I do with Mauni. Uh, I'm missing them so much. They unfortunately couldn't travel with me because of various reasons, but hopefully I'll bring them to the United States soon and show them the sunsets of Houston as well, and it'll kind of be a full circle. I guess watching those sunsets together in person here, but yeah, being far away from them, it's not easy, and I can't wait to go back to them soon. And the third thing is it's a very special day for me and Mauni. It's about our podcast show, and we started it 7 months ago, last year in December. What started as a fun thing, a fun hobby for both of us together, and all the credits will go to Mauni because she kick-started this podcast, even though it was my idea that I had a really long time ago. She's the reason we were able to kick it off. And season 1 is called the pilot season, season 2 is called the spring season, and now we are doing the summer season. So what I wanted to share is, and the beautiful moment that I wanted to share with all of you is that the official page for Spotify and the official page for the podcast, platform on Spotify, which is called Spotify for Podcasters on Instagram. They have followed and acknowledged our podcast page on Instagram, which is a huge moment for us. We've had several moments during these 3 seasons of podcast, which are very, very important to us. All the guests that have come onto the episodes on the show, and all the conversations that we've had, the amount of appreciation and feedback and responses we've received from all of you guys, friend circles, and all the people out there who really enjoyed these episodes. Everything that happened was really, really beautiful. But today is another beautiful moment in both of our lives. And yeah, I couldn't have done it without the love of my life. And we are so happy that we've been that the work that we're doing is finally being appreciated, by the official page of podcast by Spotify. Yeah, this is just the beginning, right? Like I always say, this is just the beginning of all the things that we want to do in our lives, and this is a huge motivation and inspiration for us. So yeah, let's see where we'll go with this, and what's in store for our podcast show. I'm super excited to see what's waiting ahead for us, and yeah, we'll continue doing this. If you haven't checked out our podcast show yet, please do so. We have the episodes on our YouTube channel, but if you want to check it out on Spotify, Apple Music, or any other podcast streaming platforms, please do. I'll put a link in the description and also put it out on the screen right now. Yeah, please do support us. Please do check out the episodes that have been out there. And on that note, I think we'll wrap up day 2 of my time here in Houston, and tomorrow is the last day. The last day of my Houston trip, and it's time to meet some of my friends, and one of them I'm meeting for the very first time in the US. He's my school friend, and I'm super excited. Who is this blue hair guy? Finally getting to meet my school friend, and Anjana here, my university friend. I've been saying this every time I order food. Like how can I come to Houston and not eat this? I said that 3 times already. Alright, this is the much anticipated taste test. Both of them never had this, so I'm super excited. Hope you're not disappointed. Go for it.
So much pressure. Being recorded.
No, you can be brutally honest, okay?
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Do the thing that food critics do over videos, like on Canada.
Is it good?
It's pretty good.
It's good?
I didn't need to fake anything. It's pretty good. Sounds so wrong.
Yeah? It's good?
It's good, it's good.
Scotch. be back. And it was a lovely trip to Houston. Got to meet friends, made friends outside of work and project. I think I learned a little bit of life lessons as well. Yeah, but it's nice to be back, and I hope you enjoyed the vlog. And yeah, this is Sankalp, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, this is the moment. So just to give you a background, I brought the Vijayawada chicken biryani, dragon chicken, not dragon, chicken dynamite, all the way from Houston, so that Tarun and Mauni can do a taste test and see what exactly is the hype about.
It already smells like Hyderabad.
Let's go.
Smells like blue fox. I'm transported there.
Yeah?
Oh my god.